So today's podcast is based on something that I wrote in June 2018, and it's about relationships and people's expectations of them. It was random thoughts as usual, but I hope somebody can pick out something and use it for their own good. So here goes. A life that is greater is a life spent around people who support, build, and make you laugh. Those short, unimportant, and silly conversations that leave you with a smile on your face. Those are the foundations of true friendship. And as we all know, all good relationships are built on true friendship. Always watch your temper and only get offended on second thoughts. This means that when someone speaks something that sounds strange to you, first take it from a neutral standpoint. Ask yourself, why would this person want to offend me? Do not jump to conclusions quickly because you might miss a step and fall out of a good relationship. If you don't understand someone's intentions, then ask questions for clarity. Scenarios in your head will always try to victimize you because they are always biased towards what's best for me, which is usually championed by selfishness. Life is too short and nobody owes us any happiness. Clean up your energy and people around you will be drawn into your cycle. A life spent laughing is a happy life, and it's as simple as that. So it's a lot of times that you hear somebody say, if a person loves me, then they're going to accept me with all my flaws. I know we're not perfect, but I don't entirely agree with that statement because you should not burden someone to be able to cope with your poor personality. What you're supposed to be doing is, looking at yourself and making yourself better so that you can make it easy for someone to love you. In most cases, people only look at how they are treated by others, but they don't actually take the time to look at their own actions. I can give an example of situations where maybe someone has broken up with their partner. Usually when you talk to them, it's all about the partner and how they were not maybe good to them or how their actions were not good for the relationship and that sort of thing. But rarely do you hear somebody admit to them having contributed to the issues of the relationship. And so this sort of mentality causes a lot of people to think that they are okay, but it's always the other people that they've dated who've messed things up. Somebody has said, when you break up from a relationship, the best thing that you can ever do for yourself is, look back at the relationship and look at yourself. When looking at yourself, you need to be finding ways on how you can do better so that the next relationship will be a better one. So it's one of those things where you have to prepare yourself so that you can be good enough for the next person that you're going to get involved with. And in that sense, if the other person is preparing themselves for what's to come next, then you find that when you get together, you have already helped each other before you even get together, because someone has been striving to make themselves better and you have also been striving to make yourself better. So when you get together, a lot of problems are solved just right there and then. People will come back and say, oh, they are perfect for each other, or they are a match made in heaven. No, it's just people who've been working on themselves, and when they get together, they know exactly where they've been failing and they have worked on it, or they are still trying to work on it, because you can't go into a relationship expecting to change the other person. That's one of the other mistakes that we always make. We go into a relationship hoping the person will change. So as they say, when you see a red flag, just getting to know someone, you see a red flag, act on it. And if that red flag doesn't change, then you obviously get an idea that maybe that's just how the person is. Because the only person who can change, your partner is your partner. Because it's something that stems from within them. And so if they decide, all right, let me change this, then that's probably when you're going to see progress. Because if you ask me to change something about myself, I might just try it just to please you. But 5 years down the line, when probably I've had enough of you already, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, why am I feeling like I'm in a prison here? What am I suffering for? And then I start to become, the real person that I am. And then you'll be saying, oh, you've changed. No, I haven't changed. That's me. I was only pretending for you. Because you are the one who wanted me to change. I had no intentions of changing. But if you tell me something and I feel, yeah, this is something that I need to work on, and I start to make efforts to change that side of me, then I'm actually doing that because I want to make myself better. If I was doing it for myself, then that's me. I would actually be happy that I've become a better person, and therefore you would be able to enjoy me more because of what I have become. Now, the other thing is, I think people are just too sensitive nowadays. They say this generation is damaged, but I think we are beginning to take it to another level. You can't have just a normal conversation with someone without them thinking you're going to offend them somehow. I just don't get it. Believe it or not, I've had conversations where you're asking, like when you're just getting to know someone, you're asking, like just basic questions, what kind of music do you like, or what kind of movies do you like? And somebody just says, you're interrogating me. And then you're like, wait, what? Interrogating you? Like, no, I'm just trying to get to know you. Like, how else would you get to know someone if you're not asking questions? Like, ask me questions as well if you want to know something, then I'll tell you exactly what you want to know. Because if you're just sitting there and expecting that you're going to know me, how are you going to know me? People nowadays don't like to be asked questions. I like people who ask me questions. Because, when somebody's asking me questions, then I feel like, maybe they are really trying to know what I'm about. The thing that I hate the most about people is those who assume things about me. Instead of just asking me, they will always be like, oh, I thought you meant this. Oh, I thought you were going to do this. And then you're just there, you're like, where did that even come from? If somebody's asking me questions like, okay, what do you like? Oh, no? Well, how do you feel about this? Yeah, so it makes it look like, yeah, they are interested in actually getting to know you, or actually solving, if there's an issue, they're actually trying to get more information so that you can work on it, but not really just, I don't know, it's annoying nowadays, like we're just too sensitive for nothing. You can't force friendships. I believe the strongest friendships are those that grow naturally, where you don't have to hustle just to get used to someone. If there's someone that you get along with, you're on the same page, work on it, work on yourself to start with. If you upgrade yourself and they do the same, then your friendship moves to the next level and things start to flow naturally, smoothly. But if it's something that you constantly struggle with, getting along with the other person, you're constantly struggling, then I would say probably you might start looking at alternatives, because in most cases it just ends in sadness and just stress. Friendship is not supposed to be stressing you that much. So look after yourselves, and also look out for my Facebook page. It's called Machona. On there you can leave your comments, you can leave your criticisms or whatever encouragements, and also you can also tell me things that you'd want us to talk about next time, and then we'll be able to create something and have a chat. Alright, I'm out. Enjoy your week.